returning to you. Because when you release what drains you, you recover parts of yourself you forgot existed. Parts of you that were buried under emotional obligations. Parts of you that were silenced by constant stress. Parts of you that were waiting patiently for the moment you finally chose yourself. This is not selfishness. It is wisdom. Even the ancient Stoics understood that a person who constantly sacrifices their inner peace eventually becomes useless to everyone, including themselves. You cannot pour strength into the world if your spirit is constantly empty. You cannot build discipline while surrounded by chaos. You cannot grow while chained to environments that resist growth. So the Stoic makes a quiet but powerful decision. They begin protecting their energy the same way a warrior protects their armor. Carefully. Deliberately. Without apology. Because the truth is this. Life becomes dramatically simpler when you stop negotiating with what drains you. You begin to recognize when a conversation is no longer worth having. You recognize when someone repeatedly crosses the same boundary. You recognize when a habit slowly steals your discipline. And instead of fighting endlessly, you release. Not with anger. Not with bitterness. But with calm clarity. The Stoics believe the greatest power a person can possess is control over their own reactions. And sometimes the strongest reaction is no reaction at all. Sometimes strength looks like silence. Sometimes strength looks like distance. Sometimes strength looks like walking away without needing to prove anything. Because your life is not meant to be an endless repair project for other people's dysfunction. Your life is meant to be a path of growth. A path of discipline. A path of inner peace. And that path becomes visible the moment you release what drains you. But here is the deeper truth many people struggle to accept. Sometimes the things draining you are not just people. Sometimes, they are parts of yourself. Old habits. Old fears. Old beliefs about what you deserve. The Stoic does not only examine the world around them. They examine their own mind. They ask difficult questions. Why do I tolerate disrespect? Why do I keep returning to situations that harm my peace? Why do I keep feeding habits that weaken my discipline? This level of self-awareness is uncomfortable. But it is also liberating. Because the moment you see the pattern, you gain the power to change it. And the Stoics believe change begins with responsibility. Not blaming the world. Not blaming other people. But asking a simple, powerful question. What can I release today that would make my life lighter? Sometimes the answer is obvious. A toxic relationship.